Hi, this is Laurie Young, and I'm making this video from Chuppah State Park in beautiful Washington State. I'm on a hike with my husband here at the beach. Can you show them the beach, honey? Not too many people are here during coronavirus times, but anyway, so my husband and I on our hike, we were discussing how to use a matchmaker to one's best advantage. And we came up with some ideas that, through my experience, I thought might be helpful to share. So the number one tip I wanted to share was for people to consider, once they've accepted a shidduch, to give the other person a chance. That means give the person 3 dates, and it's best to do those 3 dates within 10 days, which is called momentum dating, to really decide if a person is for you or not. You need to spend time with them. So if your first date is a phone date and it's 45 minutes to an hour, you can't decide from one date how much you know them or not. I shouldn't say you can't. I'm going to say not everybody is at their best on their first date. So there's a story about Laurie. She tells the funniest story in her video about how she met her husband. So she said she didn't really care for him on the first 2 dates, but back when Laurie was dating, it was expected that you would go out 3 times. On the 3rd date, she really saw his greatness. She really saw him shining, and she married him. So consider having 3 dates within 10 days. Another tip that I'd like to share is to get back to your matchmaker within 24 hours of the first date, and hopefully the 2nd and 3rd date, just to discuss your thoughts and feelings and to talk it out with somebody who knows both of you. The 3rd thing I wanted to share is to consider not breaking a shidduch until you talk to your matchmaker. I'm going to tell you a story about the last match that I had the zechus of being part of. The first phone date, they were in separate cities. The first phone date, the guy thought it was a great date. The girl, not so much. She was from birth. He was a Baal Tshuva. She says, I've gone out with so many Baal Tshuvas. They're not for me. I said to her, well, you've never gone out with this Baal Tshuva. And he liked you. Can you give it another chance? She also talked to her mother. Her mother also said, why don't you give it another chance? So she gave it another chance. She still wasn't crazy after the 2nd date either. Then they had a 3rd date. And you know what? They got married. So give people a chance. Use your matchmaker to your best advantage. And consider not breaking a shidduch until you've discussed it with your matchmaker. That's all I ask. They're not rules. They're just guidelines. But I'd love to work with you to the best advantage of everybody involved. Thank you for listening.